A very happy good morning. Yes, as you read the title, today we will talk about the life of Henrik John Ibsen. Henrik John Ibsen, he was a poet, playwright, and dramatist. As one of the founder of modernism in theatre, he is considered as the father of realism and one of the most influential playwright of his time. His major work include Brand, The Wild Duck, John Gabriel Brockman, A Master Builder, Rosmer Shaw, Pillars of Society, When We Dead Awaken, An Enemy of the People, The Lady from the Sea, Peer Gynt, Hedda Gabler, A Doll's House, and Ghost. He is the most frequently performed dramatist in the world after Shakespeare, and by the early 20th century, A Doll's House became the world's most performed play. Henrik Ibsen was born into a wealthy family in Skien, Norway. His father, a merchant, was successful early on in life, but when Ibsen was 7, his father's business suffered a great loss, and this financial loss caused Ibsen's father to become jaded and alcoholic. He took out his trouble on his children and wife. Let us remember in this connection that financial problems are a major theme in the many of Ibsen's play. Ibsen's mother was a woman who represented sacrificial domesticity. She devoted her lifetime to her husband and children. Perhaps it was the condition of silently suffering mother which inspired Ibsen's desire to express woman's powerlessness and question traditional female roles. As 8-year-old Ibsen's father means very suddenly reduced, his family fell upon evil days. His family had to remove to humbler residence and lived in a small way. Ibsen realized thanklessness of relatives uh, young in life. Thus, Ibsen was taken to privitation that was to be his lot in life. He enjoyed making toy theaters, puppets, and drawing. He confined himself in attic of his house to his pursuits. He was busy with his old book, a paint box, and an 8-day clock. He has introduced all these things into his famous play, The Wild Duck. Ibsen began writing plays at the age of 15. He did not pass the entrance exam to university but decided he would focus he would rather focus on writing anyway. He was at first a very unsuccessful playwright, and he and his wife Susanna Thorson were extremely poor. During all this time, his life was a struggle with poverty. He started his career as a journalist. He became literary editor of newspaper, wrote plays and verse. He was then appeared he was then appointed director of the Norwegian National Theatre in Bergen. His association with the theatre gave him a lot training into the technical side of the drama. Ibsen has uncompromising independence of temperament. As he was an individualist, he was carving for self expression. He became a voluntary exile in 1864. For 25 years, he did not return to his own country. He spent most of his year in Germany and Italy. After his initial unsuccessful years, Ibsen became more popular as a writer. Although his plays were considered to be very scandalous, Ibsen returned to Norway in, in 1881 and settled in Christiania. His people showered upon him the honor of heroeship. In 1898, in 1898, his 17th birthday was celebrated with great pomp and show. His statue was created outside of Christiania Theatre after a long illness. He died in Oslo in 1906. He was accorded a public funeral. He was to influence many future writers including Oscar Wilde, George Bernard Shaw, James Joyce. Ibsen is one of the most outstanding figures in the modern world theatre. His satirical problem plays have got worldwide acclaim. His plays have exerted a powerful influence on the modern theatre. Bernard Shaw says of him, Shakespeare put people on the stage but not their situation. But Ibsen has done both of the things. Both of
Thanks for watching. If you wanna know more about us,